speak on the topic about you must be the change you wish to see, was told by a great leader, Mahatma Gandhi. We should bring the positive changes and we should not hesitate to bring the any good things, and we have to put them in practice at the right time. Then only we can accept the change as we accept. We should set an example to others, like times and tides, days and nights, that happens changes every second in the world. We human beings should accept the change in the life. One who accepts the change is smart, but one who bring them the change he or she wishes in the world creates an history. If we want to bring the changes and should follow by the others, first of all we need to follow that habits. For example, when we are punctual, then only we can teach others on the values of punctual. That is why others will accept the change. One more example I will take, that is Mahatma Gandhi ji. Because of racism, Mahatma Gandhi ji was put out of his train at Peter Maritzburg's railway station in South Africa, even when he has first class coach ticket. Because of racism, he took and change and set an example to others. I would like to conclude by saying that changing the face cannot change nothing, but facing the change can change everything. Which means if you do not change, if you say no to change, then you could not bring any positive result. But if you face the change and take away the fear, then only you can see the real wonders in the world. Thank you.
Our topic is Be the Change You Wish to See. Our topic resembles a famous quote quoted by Gandhiji, which states that you must be the change you want to see in the world. What this means is that although changes in life are inevitable, we must make personal changes due to which we will rise to a bigger and better person. How do we do this? I strongly believe that changes in life are inevitable, but there is always a potential for positive change in every aspects of life. And also we must be in touch with our inner peace. If you don't know the story behind the famous quote, let me tell you. Amongst 100 waiting in queue to meet Gandhiji, there were a woman and her son. When it was their turn to speak to Gandhiji, woman asked Gandhiji to advise her son on eliminating sweet from his diet. Gandhiji asked woman to come back after 2 weeks. Woman was confused but complied with Gandhi's words. After 2 weeks, upon hearing the request again from the same woman, Gandhi asked her son to eliminate sweets and sugar from his diet. Woman was happy and out of curiosity she asked Gandhiji why didn't he advise this the first time. Gandhi told that he does not teach or tell people unless he does it himself first. So before telling others to change, we must change ourselves first. A change in ourselves has the following effect on other people. Seeing us exhibit a certain virtue has an immense ability to people to try to imitate. They will try to imitate us, then they will also change. So before telling others to change, we must change ourselves. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Prabhat Raj and I am going to talk about be the change you wish to be. Who you are now is not who you are in a year ago, a week, a month ago. Life never stands still, no matter whatever we do. Change is the nature of every existence. Our thoughts, our feelings, our idea, or even our relationship are changeable. As much as change is inevitable, it is not easy to welcome or easy to deal with. It can create many conflict feelings and upset in our world. However, it is even worse every moment when everything looks hopeless. Then we have a real chance to grow into something better. What caterpillar called the end of the world, we call a butterfly. In this journey of such transformation, when you can step back from anger, guilt, and bad feelings, and we can able to pass that issue. Mahatma Gandhi said that be the change you wish to see around the world. If you want to see something changes in the world, you should be the first person to start that changes, and you should do others to follow that changes. We can't go back to starting and start new beginning, but we can start today and can create new ending. And I want to conclude this by saying this. Thank you everyone.
Hey guys, this is Rachana from Triple E department. I'm here to talk on the topic Be the Change You Wish to See. This saying has been attributed to the great Indian leader Mahatma Gandhi. Change is always permanent in this world. The only thing that cannot be controlled is change. Always take efforts to make the right change in the world. As Mahatma Gandhi said, we must set an example and implement the right kind of changes in order to make the world a beautiful place. In other words, if we want to see the right change in the world, we must be the first to change ourselves by doing the right things. Follow a good habit, first we should initiate it within ourselves. For example, if we want others to know the value of punctuality, first we should try being punctual to ourselves. This is how others will accept us. If we are not perfect from ourselves, the opposite person will never be. A teacher can bring about a good academic score in all students only when she teaches well. And only when we are brave enough to bring about a change, even others will believe and be brave enough to bring that change in themselves and all over the world. But many people hesitate to bring about the change because they fear failure. But the truth is, by changing our face, we can change nothing. But facing our change can change everything. Saying no for a change can never bring positive result, but facing those changes and taking away the fear can bring the real wonders in the world. The great achievers of the world did not fear the change, but they made the changes they wanted to make in this world. Like days and nights, time and tides, changes to happen every second and every day in the world. So we humans should be able to adapt to those changes and make lives better. One who adopts to those changes is smart, but one who brings those changes would really make history. Conclude by saying that we should always be bold enough to initiate changes in the world, and we should always bring peace and harmony by the changes we make to the world and as well as the people around us. Thank you.
Hi, I am Rutik and I want to talk about be the change I wish to see in this world. And this sentence is said by the great personality Mahatma Gandhi ji. And he used to believe in that first we have to change ourselves and then we have to accept from others. So we have to change according to the situation. So because we are facing a lot of problems in our country nowadays because of that corona, so we have to make some changes to avoid that. So the Indian government have done some rules for the corona virus, so we have to follow that rules and we have to make some changes in our own, and we have to tell these others also to make changes. So the government have done some changes like social distancing, quarantine. So and we have to follow all the rules to protect ourselves and our family and our country. So and the doctors and army, they are working for our own safety. So we have to make changes to enjoy the life.
Hello everyone, my name is Rohan and I'll be speaking about the topic Be the change you wish to see in this world. Like days and nights, time and tide, the world keeps facing changes every second. Change is indispensable and we humans should learn to accept these changes. The one who adapts to these changes is smart, but the one who brings about these changes makes history. Rightly said by Mahatma Gandhi, you should be the change you wish to see in this world. So we should be bold enough to step forward and make the changes we wish to see in this world. Instead of facing the world with fears, making the right action at the right time that is right for us and for others is an act of good men. And the change we make should bring about peace and harmony. Changes cannot be controlled, but we can take effort to bring about the right kind of changes. We should always initiate the good things first. We should set an example for others and we should take the right action at the right time. For example, during this lockdown, the government had told us to practice social distancing, and I had seen that many of my friends weren't practicing it. I myself locked myself up at home and never went out. So I told them to do the same, and I also educated them about the harmful effects of the virus, and they started following me, the example which I set. Another example is that the BBMP had told us to segregate the dry waste from the wet waste, but few of my neighbors weren't following it. I started to segregate the dry waste and the wet waste. I helped them out to do it, and now they separate it and they give it to the BBMP to dispose it. So I have been the change I wish to see in this world. Now it's your time to be the change you wish to see in this world. Thank you.